This is week 23 of Walking Across America.
We are over 5 months in on our 3,600 mile journey from the state of Delaware all the way to our home state of California.
Right now, you're looking at a map of the route that we walked from the East Coast all the way to here in western Utah.
This is pretty cool, right? I am watching Drew and I pack up the tent thanks to editing. It's pretty amazing, but this is where we slept last night, in the middle of the desert on our own. This is sort of the morning process that we have to do when we're on our own like this. You have to pack up the mattresses, sleeping bags, the tent, of course, and then we throw it all into the baby stroller. We get it all packed up, then we'll fill up our waters. And then today, and really for the next few weeks, we are going to be walking on what is known as the loneliest highway in the entire United States. Starting our day right now. And Drew, you want to tell the people why you look like an absolute murderer?
Well, I cleaned up my face a little bit, but last night I had a pretty bad nosebleed. I was going on for like an hour. Started out of nowhere. I woke up and felt dripping out my left nostril. And I only have one shirt right now, so kind of all bloodied up. Look like I just hit a body in the desert. We're actually expecting to see two really important people in a few hours when we're done walking. So they're gonna be nicely surprised when they see me just covered in somebody's blood. It's been a long day, maybe one of the hardest days. So rewarding ourselves with a nice afternoon treat. Oh my gosh, we're going back to town, guys. We ran out of water in the desert. Philip just got us a ride.
So where did you start with your journey across?
We started all the way nowhere. We stopped on the side of the road, we ended up flagging a car down, and we hitchhiked back to Delta to a McDonald's where we are chilling. So we figured instead of sitting on the desert in the side of the road at 100 degrees, why not chill in some AC? So we are here at McDonald's, and people have been staring at us because Drew looks like he's an absolute murderer, but it's all good.
It is important to note we're back here in Delta, but tomorrow morning we'll go out to where we stopped walking and pick up the walking from that exact point. So every step is legit. So my dad and my cousin Sebastian are coming out. They're gonna be with us for a week. I think Sebastian's gonna be walking with us, and my dad's gonna be helping out with car support, which is, I don't even know how we do it without it, because some of the stretches are very long, very desolate. I'm really excited because I haven't seen either one of them since February, which is like over 5 months now. But they should be pulling up any second.
What's up, Sebastian? Good to see you, man. We are out here looking good, dressed fly today because we hit $40,000 in the Linked Convoy of Hope, the charity that we are walking across America for. We are already sweaty and it is like 8 a.m. and we just started. So it is probably going to be a brutal day, but check out the third edition to the walk right here.
This is my younger cousin Sebastian. He's out here with my dad helping out with car support, but he's also doing the walking with us. He's got his protective gear and he's learning the ways of the road.
Drew, why don't you show off your pants to the world?
Basically, these pants are for someone of 600 pounds. I am not 600 pounds. So the waist is ginormous, probably about a size 60. And I had to zip tie the sides right there. And this person was probably also 4'10", because the pants are very high up on my ankles. And they're already sagging.
I'm a classic man. You can be me when you look this clean. I'm a classic man. Calling on me like a young OG. I'm a classic man.
Out here in the middle of the desert, just got dropped off some water thanks to Bobby.
Bobby. Kansas City, baby. We making our way back home from Cali.
Anything to cool off in the desert. We just finished our 20 miles in the day. We got a lot of crazy looks. It was pretty hot, and these pants are way too big, but we made it. We're out here in the middle of the deserts, but we're not gonna be in a tent tonight. We're gonna be in a very nice, comfortable motel, thanks to my dad. Dad, what you doing out here?
Just helping out the boys. A special thanks to everyone that's supported, shown love, appreciation, prayers. I know it means a lot to them. Special thanks out to Jody, to John, Sebastian for stepping up and being guardian angels for these guys. They helped out in critical times during this journey of theirs. Last thing I want to say is, Drew and Philip, keep chasing your dreams, but make sure you enjoy the ride. Keep pushing west.
Let's go. I haven't seen my parents since February, so I'm really happy to be out here with my dad. But Mom, I miss you too, and I hope I see you soon. Big thing about hiking and long distance walking is a rule called 10 before 10, which is 10 miles before 10 a.m., which Philip and I have never done. In 150, 60 days of walking, we just have never done that. But today might be the first day. Woke up at 5 a.m. California time or Pacific time, and we got on the road early for watch some sunrise, and we might get 10 before 10, do about 20 something mile a day.
So we are at the summit of the mountains that we have been staring at for like 80 something miles. We're at just about over 6,000 feet. And in the distance now is a complete new set of mountains that look much bigger. But that over there, that is Nevada. That is the next state that we will walk across, potentially the hardest state of the whole trip. We are still about 30 miles away from that border. Right now, we just did like 10 miles, almost all uphill. And then we're gonna keep pushing as we can see what we're gonna do ahead, and it's gonna be just down and flat. So hopefully we can pick up the pace.
We've done 12 miles so far. Met up with my dad on the side of the road, just having some fruit and getting some cold drinks.
I don't know how much you guys will be able to see this, but this road up ahead is just miles and miles. I'm like maxing out the zoom on the phone of just a straight line heading right for the mountains of Nevada. Starting our day here, back on the same road, of course. It very much lives up to the loneliest highway nickname. There's no cars out here, but it is a very, very special day because in just about 6 miles, we have an accomplishment coming up that we are very excited for.
We got a message this morning from the CEO of Bucked Up Energy, and he is coming right now in a helicopter to deliver Philip and I an airdrop.
So any second now, we are going to be seeing a helicopter emerge from these mountains and deliver us the goods.
Some folks are born made to wave the flag. Cool everybody do.
No way!
And when the man waves, they'll be the cheese.
This is not real!
It's
Like the entrance!
How you doing? Oh man.
Stuff for you. These are low stimulant because we want to make sure that you guys are hydrated.
This will get us to the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
Get bucked up.
Shout out to Bucked Up. That was one of the coolest things I think I've ever seen. They literally dropped the helicopter right in front of us to give us energy drinks, merch. Serious shout out to Bucked Up. Energy drink actually tastes great too. And I mean, that was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I'm not even gonna lie. The day is not over. We still have double-digit miles left because we're gonna do over 20 miles today. So we are leaving the loneliest highway in America just for the temporary to take a little shortcut on probably the loneliest road in America. It's just nothing. But Drew's dad is here right there, and that's over 20 miles done and a wrap on the day. It is currently about 5:30 in the morning, a little bit past that. We are getting up earlier. We are now in Pacific time. We did not show it yesterday because yesterday was insane with helicopters and filming for our Instagram and all that. But we are in Nevada, and now we have a very lonely road to walk on. As we're walking on this dirt road right here, it's actually somewhat green compared to what like the past couple weeks have been. There's actually trees here. It's pretty wild. I don't know how they grow, but it's kind of nice to look at. It's very peaceful out here.
The walk's been really good and peaceful this morning, but we got barbed wire again. That was not planned. I did not know that was coming, so we're gonna have to hop it or go under.
So we hopped the barbed wire fence, and honestly we thought we were like trespassing or maybe we went the wrong way, but this right here, I mean, that's the trail sign. So we are on the right trail. I think maybe that fence is like the cattle guard because they got open range cattle out here so that they don't get out, I guess. But I believe we are on the right path. We have been doing a lot of tough, steep elevation this morning. These are the mountains that we've basically been walking up and through. And then this is west. This is where we're gonna be walking towards. I believe I'm gonna zoom in all the way here. That road right there. That is the 50 highway, the loneliest highway that we've been walking on. This is kind of just a shortcut. We'll be getting back to that road, and it's really our first huge glimpse of Nevada. And, you know, not really any buildings in sight or people in sight, but it's pretty beautiful out here. So we did about 13 miles on that trail road thing. Now we are back on the lonely 50 highway. So yesterday was a huge day. We did 24 miles, over 3,000 feet of elevation gain. That's the most elevation we have ever done in one single day. And even though we had our biggest day of elevation yesterday and almost did a marathon, we're gonna do about 20 miles again today.
Everybody said, how are you gonna walk across Nevada? Honestly, it's mid to high 80s right now. We've been super lucky because usually this time of year it could be well over 100 degrees, and that would just be absolute torture. But even if it gets to that level as we get further in Nevada, we're gonna push through and we're gonna finish this thing.
We're back to waking up at 5 a.m. on a better schedule now. As you can see, it is dark, it is dead silent. It's low-key kind of cold out here, which is insane. I've not felt this temperature outside in a while, to be honest. We have made it to the first town of Nevada. We have been walking for like 80 miles just to hit our first town. It's like one of legit 5 real towns that we'll hit in close to 400 miles in this state. So it's pretty wild. And this is the second biggest town too. I think it's like 4,000 people. And there is a ton of casinos here. Even a half Denny's, half casino. So we might hit that up later.
77 miles to the next town. We got about a 4-day stretch of walking until we get there. Up hills, down hills, tight roads, no services, no nothing, but we're gonna make it. And then we got the same thing for the next few hundred miles of this state. 24 long miles in the summer heat in Nevada. A lot of uphill, but we had some cool winds to help cool us off. And we finished up at around 2 p.m. so we can just chill the rest of the day, and we'll be back on the horse tomorrow. So even though we're on some of the hardest stretches of the entire walk across America, my dad and my cousin being out here just gives us so much help with this car support and peace of mind, and also it's just fun. So we're pushing hard through this desert, and slowly but surely we're making it back.